We should be live. All right, I think we're live on YouTube. Welcome to Gamcast for Wednesday afternoon. We do this every day at 1. You'll want to subscribe so you don't miss it. If it says live and it's on YouTube, it's only done here. I do post some other videos here, but those aren't live. This will be the only live, and we do it every day at 1. On the weekends, we do it a little earlier. Folks, we're here today to talk about the Epstein hoax. And I'm not talking about did Epstein kill himself. I'm not saying that's a hoax. And I'm not talking about did he have information on powerful people. I'm not talking about that hoax. Much different hoax. You'll notice recently the Democrats, as you see here in the on my computer, have ratcheted up the idea that Trump's in the Epstein files. Now, we know that Trump's not in the Epstein files. Why do we know that? Because we're not imbeciles. That's why. Because the Epstein files were in the possession of none other than Joseph Robinette Biden for 4 years. For 4 years. And he did everything he could to rig the election. He did everything he could to lawfare Trump. And you're telling me he had the Epstein files that Trump sent him, that Trump's implicated, and he didn't release it? Come on. Now, what you see here is all publicly available information that everybody knows. And what everybody knows is that Trump knew him. And then at one point, Trump kicked him out of his club. So why is this resurfacing all of a sudden when we already know this? Well, you don't have to look too far, and this is what I really wanted to talk about today with the hoax. The latest hoax, it is just to serve the Democrats. Here's somebody, Joyce Vance. She's part of the Obama administration, high and mighty fascist. She's all about the law. She's part of the legal lie machine. Everything she says is a lie. And here she is talking about they want a special counsel. Why not just release the Epstein file if no, there's no there? Well, she's a lawyer. She knows. First off, you can't just release the entire file because it's got tons of victims in it. That stuff's protected by courts, and she knows that. I know that. Everybody knows that. If you're in a sophisticated case like this, things are put in under a confidentiality agreement. You can't release them if you want to. Right. What about the list of people that potentially he was going to blackmail? Does that mean that their names should be released and their names smeared? Of course not. It's absurd. But the hoax has reached a new level with Democrats, who all of a sudden, by the way, they weren't interested in the Epstein files when Biden had them, and Biden could release them. Oh, no, couldn't care less. But now all of a sudden they do. And it got so far that yesterday in the Congress, Representative Kohana, he's not a fascist. I'll give him, he's a progressive. But he issued a bill. Take a listen to this. Just complete, utter nonsense. A child could tell you this isn't possible. Take a listen.
I move the committee make an order amendment number 50 to H.R. 3633 offered by Representative Khanna, which would require the Attorney General to preserve and release any records related to Jeffrey Epstein.
Now, folks, riddle me this, and there's the vote. It failed. But riddle me this, folks. How does the Congress tell the Attorney General to do anything? Have you ever heard of separation of powers? Ever? You think? It's just a stunt. It's a hoax. Don't fall for it, folks. If you enjoyed this material, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you do, you'll see me on the next one.